And then what do? I beat people. Yeah. But on the ring. So what I do kickboxing. I also do a variety of martial arts.
Okay. Jobs can be stressful, right? I feel like if you were allowed to kick people's ass in seriously.
How I wish. How I wish. You know about this.
So in terms of diet, how does that go? Like what does a kickboxer eat?
Oh.
Hata the kick
Sisiza hapa ngobe sisiza hapa usachika sathi bemthe ummeli qona uzuthetha tu enyameni. So like seeing a person, you know, I can create I can even embody I can create that baza better. And then the boom cool if like body like 3 before and I got the brief for 2. I don't know what you get, you know what I'm saying? It was more of a psychological thing, but can I get this whole code? Like, do I believe in myself?
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't like, but yeah, the better. Because when I was in videos, I was like,
imposter syndrome.
So if you see as goals, it is women and denom sin, but man, I'm better than this. So let me show. So this was last week. So the year is trying I didn't want to save. I don't know how. I was like, let me prove it to myself. But you know, it's the art is inside. Let me just
push it through.
Let me just push it. Yeah. Hello everyone, my name is Stacey Avuyile. On the other side, I have Mr. Nkosana. Mr. Nkosana, how are you doing today?
Great, my day. Yes, just let me grab the mic. Yeah. So I'm doing good, Namhlanje. No complaints again. I'm just looking forward for Utamasi.
I have a nickname already.
Nickname straight.
Okay, on the day or on the business of today, we have a gentleman next to me who he is going to tell us about himself a bit. But before that, I like to ask people about Banja. Sure. I'm good. It's like a son of Jumbeng and everything. So, I mean, I can't complain. Yeah, I'm happy. Just in the fight, I think it was a week ago. So. Oh, you had a fight? Yeah. Oh. Not a street fight, on the ring, yeah. But yeah, I'm good.
And it's like with you just had I'm going to like in the clinic
yeah, it's a dog. Okay, so yeah, to everyone who's watching, they're probably wondering, because you did mention about you just had a fight. Yeah. Because now I had to emphasize about you had a fight. Yeah, so on the business of today, ladies and gentlemen, we have Zolani, and then he's gonna tell us about himself just a bit. So, like a background, like who you are, like who are you, like for everyone to know about, okay, who's on the other side. Yeah. Okay, I'm Zolani. Zolani Sophethe. By profession, I'm an educator. I've been doing it for 5 years. And then, what do? I beat people. Yeah. But on the ring. So what I do kickboxing. I also do a variety of martial arts. I did taekwondo. A little bit of karate just to learn a few things. Sure. I did I'm still doing a little bit of boxing, but now I'm more into a kickboxing. Yeah, and I'm under UCT kickboxing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I just met you now, like through Uvuyo, through his socials, and he's been telling me about you wanna come and share your 2 cents to the world. Yeah. So shout out to Uvuyo.
Yes.
So now I'm gonna say this again. The last time I was sitting here, if I do remember, I was sitting next to an author.
Sure.
Now I'm sitting next to a kickboxer.
I see what you did there, right? I see what you did there.
So yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. Hopefully we're gonna have a wonderful conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I heard about you mentioned about you are a teacher by profession.
Yeah.
And then how did that go? And 5 years of experience. As a teacher.
Yeah.
So with teaching stream, like where do people find you? What do you teach, or where do you teach, or which comfort zone, or like you or now we teaching or we education?
Okay, I'm gonna try and answer that question to the best of my ability because this is yeah shit. Yeah, but okay, I teach geography and life skills, mostly with geography. I teach the grade 8 up until the grade 12. Yeah, I enjoy what I do. Because I think if you don't enjoy and you don't have a passion, like you won't last because there are a lot of challenges. Because when you go to the profession, you think you're just gonna go deliver a lesson. God, like you're gonna encounter a million things even before you can start with the lesson. So yeah, I'm teaching geography, climatology, geomorphology, map work. There's economic geography, there's development geography, like there are a lot of things. Geography. And the beauty about it, man, is out there. Geography is really something that's out there. It's not in the book. So, and the life skills, obviously, you can like touch kids and work like with kids and inspire them. Yeah. So that's why I like, and also because I'm an athlete, there's physical education. So we can get them active, whether it's running, playing sport, boxing, or whatnot. So yeah, that's me.
Thank you very much, sir. So I'm wondering or thinking, clear intro yako, like I don't think you did mention about ukulele, like where are you from?
Oh, okay. So I was born in Tomo, but talking about hospital, but Tomo, I'm originally from Tomo. I stayed there up until I was 6 years old, but I had to like come to Cape Town for schooling. So I think I came here in 2001 or 2000. Yeah, to start preschool. Back in my days, grade R didn't exist. And then I stayed in Kokole too up until 2005. And then we moved to Marcus Cave, I think. I stayed there for the rest of my high school years. Then I left, stayed in around the bush. Then that's where I met this guy. And for the past 4 years, then now I'm currently staying in Watergate and sometimes in Claremont. So yeah, that's me.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
No. There's what you could learn about teaching, so I feel honored to be a mentor of the because yes, the teacher is different, but there's a lot of things as like almost pumana outside of Indole we teach which is maybe maths or geo, so because it means politics and the guy on a because like what I discovered is not about the content, like you can master the whole content, but when you get there, like you can be useless. It's about how you execute, how you deliver. Do you have the social skills to work with people, to work with colleagues, to work with support staff, to work with kids, to work with parents, to work with the department, and it's a lot of things. Teaching, it's more like each and every period we are perform in front of the class, like it's constant performing.
And they say like teachers are good actors. Like,
it must be.
Because we always want a character out of nowhere. to this funny guy, gay period, then gay period. Be like the scariest person abantwana.
Because was a trailer.
Before sibaleke kakhulu. I think maybe uze as utishala.
Teach.
Yeah.
I mean, because Mogu as
it's another
there is kickboxer.
It's another ocean.
Yeah. So we are interested before I get to some other questions. Like since you said about we professional teacher, then we professional kickboxing.
Nah, so, I'm not. Because you remember the conversation we had.
Okay, I mustn't use pro.
Yeah. But I'm fine now. That wasn't
say amateur.
Yeah.
I'm used calling is postman but we pro.
Is it pro or amateur?
Pro.
Amateur.
Yeah, because I'm sweeping there in amateur. I'm sweeping.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So Muzo was between the two, between being a teacher and being a kickboxer. Then how did, obviously being a teacher you got it like from schooling. Level. When you was in high school, then was shifted to a varsity, then you did teaching there, then you became a teacher. Then how did you get to kickboxing?
Yeah, I wish like I had a cool story. You know those guys on the movies, I was bullied. Then I knocked myself out and then I transformed. But I just wanted to do something, man. I think I was in grade 2. I had all these newspapers. I would see like those bodybuilders, those strong guys. And I would take a rock and I would like just train with, but nothing was happening. And then I was like, whatever. Then when I was in grade 10, I started lifting weights. And then I was very bulky in grade 12. And I was like, okay, now what? So I got into university and then there was this pool of martial arts. Because like I wanted to do something, man. Because I was like, okay, I'm training, I'm getting bulky. What do I care out of it? And then there was this pool of martial arts. And then I tried out jiu-jitsu. So I think the two are intertwined because I went to school to study. And then under extracurricular, then I found, and then there was jiu-jitsu. I did a bit of jiu-jitsu, but I got thrown a lot. So I was like, nah. And then there was it's like joint manipulation and then so there's Brazilian, how also be pants in the sense then there's Japanese is like controlled. And then I got also to parts then there was a end function, all the clubs, and then I met someone who was doing taekwondo, and then in Tribali is a card. And when I asked him, I said, so I am different, but I'm not. So that's what I did for the longest. And then I got not bored, but I wanted to commit, man. I wanted to fight. Then that's where I joined the kickboxing. At school. So that's how the two are.
I would like to read it. Like I was hoping them for a good backstory.
But like so basically, if it is a brother, die school really, and then the ball of chijo, that's it.
And now I had a job, but it's over you. Your show should not be called Driving Conversation. Since Wonga seems to make it through extracurricular activities. Called extracurricular.
That's actually a cool name. If you think about it, extracurricular.
I'll think about it.
Because you say it's gonna go. I'm telling you.
And then as a kickboxer, so in terms of training, how does that work out for you? Like, it's in a mechanism.
Okay. You see, when my blood was still boiling, I was still in university, like I didn't have any problem. Because like anytime was go time, like I would just train, go to training, train extra. But now, if like you had to work up until 4 and then 4:30 you must go and attend the training. And when you get to it's a lot. It's a lot of commitment. Just needs a lot of discipline, and also the hunger. Because like I remember, I think my coach, I was very like last year. Like when it comes to training, I was I was upset. So you just need to know, okay, I'm gonna go to training, but my day doesn't exist. Span, to be training, span, training, and then on your free time, obviously you do your errands. So yeah, it's a bit challenging. That's somehow we just need to be disciplined.
Okay, but I think I have an idea. If law descends here, or when it doesn't happen.
Yes.
Or it sends here and move like work, then you trade, work, then you trade.
Yeah.
Jobs can be stressful, right? I feel like if we were allowed to kick people's ass in civil city.
How I wish. How I wish. You know about the time. Right, in 5 years. Okay.
And also that's the 10 liter time.
Yeah.
Let's better about them. I will speak about the colleagues or my students.
Hey,
no.
So studying my car to traffic. What do you call this now? Road range, going to work. It was
interaction,
basically. I'm telling you, to a 18 to park the classic. So if I had the luxury to do that, you just have my own event. Even my own event, me and my 100 people, one by one, then I'll be satisfied.
I saw you after the episode of money. It challenges. Besides
this like this trainer please
bachelor's work is medals love.
Okay, I see more to you by competitive fight. Like
too much. Too much.
So in terms of diet, how does that go? Like what does a kickboxer eat?
Does the kickboxer
there's this imkile I wanted to use this analogy, but basically the main fight is not in the ring. It is outside the ring. It is a diet, like going a Satan law. Because it's very easy. I mean, it's just 9 minutes in the ring. It diet, like you must eat this, you must make this weight. So what you eat as a kickboxer, like I created by nature. Let's say person wants to fight at 65, like I was with Jakaji, close to a fight, maybe maybe like 15 days before. And then you go like, I don't know what happened to me, I was like that. But after like COVID, because I fight at 65, and then I remember it was 2022, like in the scale, and it's 10 million. Okay, 74.
Yo.
74. So at some point in time, because now 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, so I had to lose like 10 kgs. So my normal walking weight, like weight normally, it's in the 70s. But like when I want to fight, I must go down to 60. So that means you remember that thing I was telling you about. So yeah, I must use it, and I must go for it. Yeah, so when I got on the scale, I was 74, and I expected 75 kgs. Then I went back again, it was still the same. So this started in 2022, 2 after a COVID, and then after that, that's why I had to like take it diet like very seriously. Because I can't just eat like if I know I'm gonna have a competition now, I need to like eat in a certain way. Because if I don't make weight or I find it 75, or actually in diagonal fighting based on the farm one.
Just because of the weight?
Yeah, because the higher the weight is, I mean, the bigger you are, the taller your opponents are gonna be. Chances. So since now I was at 74, like I fought people who were 76 and they were very tall. So like I had to like reach there.
Okay, which is what I wanted to ask you. Like, what happens when you weight range yako like below that is required when you're above the one is required? Like, what's it gonna do? Because we not necessarily we movie scenes, but even we sport.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be weighing the
Yeah.
But I never understood about why they have to be weighed. But
okay, yeah.
As is sports, they tend to not like put your opponents as E2 as weight range A1. Like one bar they are further apart in terms of weight range.
Yeah.
I got disadvantage left.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask that as well too.
When it comes to your weight, it's a range. Like people from, for example, people from like 70 to 73, then they will fight under one category, for example, and then people from 74 to 76, sometimes you get talk on news weight, you don't even know how it happened. So like they're always in a range. But yes.
So why kuye create way? Because like inga obvious kuba why kufuneka kulwise abantu abakwi
same
certain category of weight.
Yes.
Yabo. But for omnye umuntu ongayaziyo, like why kusenza lonto le?
Okay, so it's because I stand to be corrected when I was more.
Maybe ukulwa umuntu ono 65 against umuntu maybe ono 80, then is about a disadvantage, 65.
Like the thing is, it's about the body mass and also the power. If me, I had to fight someone who's 50, I'll be happy. Because the punch, I don't even need to do something, but they're gonna feel it. All that mess, the chula was so was a impact. And then people like to lie. If you're lighter, you're able to move around
in terms of speed.
And then the person is gonna be slow. Now you can take someone who weighs 43. And then I can weigh 69, and then we can move in the same pace. But now if we're going for power, that person, like I'm not gonna feel you like because I'm better. I'm so just, and so I think it was to cover that.
So by judge fight even before all, so by one by when 65 was our better to on 80.
Yeah, so umdon or 80s yakundangaza. But we height because 60 but lindo thing
akufuneka by introduce on the don't any height.
I even better because there are different styles, with the boxing, okay, you can maneuver, man. That with the kickboxing, you have to kick, right? So there are different styles. Okay, where you can't hit below the belt.
Sure. Yeah.
Better when you get like Tinaman Bafuchan 80 disadvantage because
it's no coming back.
It's just a and like better eating. It. But so it's a disadvantage. Yeah. And then there's where you're allowed to kick the legs. There at least because even I just chopped down the tree. So
iye loophole le height. I think benze kahle ngale weight because nyani umuntu oya 65 falo nomuntu weshu 80 abe ejima naye ipunch yakhe izaba too much. Le height iloophole ilungiswe na.
So that's why we're going to that question at diet. It's very important. When it comes to diet, if I like I would eat raw vegetables. Like normally, like if I'm on a strict diet, eat netala orange. Emini ama apirate 2. then ebusuku nje maybe letters neqanda njalo njalo ke for inyanga. On a good days I letters get a little bit of a chicken, but
I will get in trouble for saying this, but that sounds like what to me.
basically, it's not sustainable. If you can use it, if you can do that, like prolong it without, because I'm doing 45. If you actually eat like that, now it's about, what's the word, malnourished. Yeah, so because you're not getting all the nutrients. So whoever's listening, you don't do that because you want to lose weight. It's when you want to lose weight in an unhealthy way. Because I know what I do, I lose weight, right? I to get to, let's say I want to be 68, and then the day before, most like the day before, because the weigh in is Friday, you fight Saturday. The day before. So I'll sell you 6 liters a month, right? And there's a full chicken, like I'm gonna cow. It's getting you 60, 68.
But
I'm getting 70, and there's a born in the new year. So that's how I go. Yeah, that's a hack. And immediately because don't everyone eats metabolism. So the real point is Bugela.
So in terms of like injury wise, have you ever suffered any injuries in the ring?
Injuries?
Yeah. Or if you never suffered any serious injuries, have you like been with an opponent, or were you close to someone who suffered an injury?
So injuries, because when I was doing boxing, they are more likely we training. Because like we training, it's like you got this day. Okay, phones, no recording, straps and shit. Tatos only phone. The Tsikomnya. Head guard. So better one you.
Even by head guard,
to cover.
Okay.
You wear head guard because it's boxing. Because now, because it, but like you head guards. Because I was sure. And then you just there. Think. I call phone, I call recording, I call evidence, and this I was there. And secondly, good thing clear. This was like a bag. Call it or manage to figure maybe after an hour. Because I will for the hour till I feel okay. Like, ban again. Like, hey, ban do useless. I ban give away no talent. So the injuries, they are more outpower when you're preparing. The adrenaline is high. Good fight. I'm more of a cautious fighter. I don't like to receive like a lot of punches. Basically, the attitude is like I'll like move, hit you, and then move. Like I wouldn't entertain a bad for a bad day too. But like so I'll move. But when I learned, like I would make sure that. But the injuries, you get them during the training. Yeah.
Okay. So surely you face so many opponents, right?
Yeah.
And then we asked a guy who was here, who is a football coach by profession, right?
Sure.
So the coach at Pecas, right?
Sure.
Teams at Pecas.
Yeah.
And then disadvantage yake. Football must excel.
Yeah, definitely.
In terms of if there are two teams that want to play against one another.
Yeah.
The other team has access like with footage of how the other team plays. So in terms of your opponents, how trainer or gym or whatever, do you have access to those like your next opponent?
Yeah.
Or you just find out on the day on the fight bar who's on one? How does that work?
Okay, so with the boxing, you do have, because you can stream online, you can watch actually the whole fight, or if fights sometimes 10. Yeah, with the kickboxing, so there are two things. There's tatami where you fight on the mat, and then there's ring sport where you fight on the ring. With tatami, awu bra uyazi noba uzalwana ubani yaba kwenziwe iway nje kubhalwe emacaleni, you arrive at the event awuyazi, and the tournament continues, you just don't know, you just surfing, and then under 60 what kg, then ngibizwa amagama, you know on the spot, but I'm finding this guy.
And then doesn't that like intimidate you? Like, I know when you look at a person, you're gonna feel some type of a way.
So, like seeing a person, you know, I can create, but I can even the body. I can create that, but as a better. And then the boom cool guys around. If like the body like day before, and I got the privilege of go to get like like I don't want the husbands are better the parties are bad. For me, it's that imaginary person. That's my weakness. Yeah. I don't know this person. And then Sabi was say hello. Like I was trying to sleep. I'm opening the mirror. Like what if we just strike on? What if we the flying kicks? Like the unknown. I think that's. But if I see which is a ring sport, on Zolani, they out. There's a poster. If I get access to the media, it's fine. But for me, that thing doesn't help me much. But it does help we professional fighters. But with the footage, I'm like, and so delivery.
But I gave you a good point, Yoba, since Nikule category of your weight and kudala nisilwa. I was to give you a good point, Yoba, uzazi, opponents are like, if man say, okay, happen. Tingalwa naba unless ekubekho lo mntu umtsha ke ngoku ozofika abe surprise.
Into bayabaleka abantu bro. Because if you think what did was a university, it was like 20. Because I started committing, I was 2015, 16.
Nice.
So like in that time, kwabanye abantu,
then
kwabanye. So now I had to get a variety of. Actually, I've never fought the same person twice.
Yeah.
I've never.
Then kubantu sukulwa nawe okay masiqale kwaba ababethileyo ngakukhona khona
ake kubyoka wadbetha like ishort yejobek
apha bezithethele lento leba sibona isilver medals
yeah
and then uthi awukhange ubethe
imali icacise. Okay, so kickboxing silver medal means like L. It means that you are a loser.
Yeah.
Then kickboxing, it means that he got second place. It could happen with category like in by could happen by 10. And then after that 10, could tattoo the gold, silver, then the bronze. So I think man, I don't know if it was a mental thing. So that's why I would get frustrated. Like when I get to the finals, I think this is a psychological thing. Like to just push through. I don't know what you get what I'm saying. It was more of a psychological thing, but can I get this whole gold? Like, do I believe in myself?
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't like, but yeah, the better. Because when I was in videos, I was like,
imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome. So if you see as gold, it is women and didn't see, but man, I'm better than this. So let me show. So this was last week. So this is I didn't want to save. I don't know how. I was like, let me prove it to myself. But you know, it's the art is inside. Let me just
push it through.
Let me just push it through. Yeah, but yeah, with the challenge, because I think 2022, I got over that 2022. Because I was like, okay, it's not like I'm lacking, it's just that I don't trust myself.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, I would beg at it. And then 2023, boom, asthma.
Ish.
Yeah. So now I would fight, get to the finals. Your levels, man, they are not up there. They are not up there. Yeah. But then I was lucky this year, like I met Coach Asai. To go like why lapho kumehlobo ba like because like when you have an injury here, you always be like
oh yeah,
like
we cause.
Yes, so like and then we went to Musenberg, we jogged up the mountain for 10 kilometers. We went to Monobis, we did a whole lot of insane training, hitting the bags, and we were like, I'm gonna survive this.
Yeah.
And then after that, we went to the Vibrant Cup and I committed and I was fine. So it was also in the mental. So that's why you see a lot of silvers there. That's just the lack of self-belief, remember?
So
can I really get it gold?
And
yeah.
Because of silvers are cool, when you get a silver, if you lose the final.
Yes.
And then how were your losses? Like easy knockouts or just big points?
I guess I don't know. Maybe but yes. Maybe all the days as a knock, okay, guess as a season is always a podcast, but knocked out. For you to get knocked out, it's not like in the movies.
They don't punch you out.
It's like like we are sister. Like you can hit me, so I don't drop anyone. But if I want physics and I'm not busy, if like I'm not about
connect
yes, so the mess now you connect, you is and drop. So even the local park. So if a person gets knocked, it says
basically. No.
And if you bet you up, this out. Up, you try to cerebral fluid up. So yeah, as long as it's not
yeah.
I was a dog. But if you want, I decide about belly ticket and but yeah, figure you call it. You get in the zone, man, and then you just go forward. Better little thing, and then yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
It depends. So, cause the kickboxing you never various. I'll start with the boxing. Go pro, like the big stage. It's 12 rounds, and then it's just 4 rounds. And then if it's a title fight, like it's by 6 rounds. Is it 6 or 8? I'm not sure, cause at the end it's boxing. But with kickboxing, if you're on the ring, it's 3 rounds. If you're on the mat, it's 2 rounds. And that will surprise you. If you're on the mat, that's the longest time. And you're gonna get exhausted. Because people are able to run around, and buying up. When they're ringing, it's like deep down, okay?
Yeah.
This is yeah.
So each round, how many minutes?
So on the ring, each round is 3 minutes. On the mat, it's 2 minutes.
So basically, we met by 4 minutes.
Yeah, basically by 4 minutes. But trust me, it sounds like 12 minutes. It sounds like forever.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't change it.
Now, like you can train for 5 hours. I don't know. Maybe like bring the maybe met here absorb. I don't know, but like the I don't believe. Like I can train, I can go for hours, but when you get there, you just like
keeps going
on, yeah. But then the ring is better, man.
Yeah.
Because this fight I started getting tired in the 3rd round, and then I felt I go on that team. I'm saving some much. I go.
Sure.
So in terms of like your fighting style, like what style do you go for? In your opponents, what type of style do they like acquire one? Okay, which kind of opponents have you faced? Have you faced like a variety of opponents?
It's a variety of opponents. But you need the top speed, like spinning kick, and a better than
by spinning kick, let's just see.
Nobody take. Because
so learn the kick now.
I don't know, come to walk. I'm not saying you're pregnant, you're balanced out. Like,
Sure.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey. So, I mean, that's my go-to. But Bomba, yeah, imagine so good inside. They are doing like, and that was Eva. I call it thunder, by the way.
Oh.
I was bored.
It's more like you finish.
Yeah, it's like, oh. You know, I was just a bit name, and he's just a numb scene. Yeah. So there, but yeah, you face a variety of people. You just need to have a trump card. You know, okay, this you're gonna use it. I'll give, because you get people that kick a lot, people that punch a lot, people that run around a lot, and you get streamers like, hey, and not very confused. So there's some style of say the same like logo spinning shape. Even at and it wasn't spinning, no one quickly. 100%.
You land on your feet.
100%. The confidence is out.
Oh, okay.
Also like,
So intimidated by like
what just happened? And I'll be like, I bamba.
Yes,
And I tell him better have a leave.
Oh, okay.
Betty Begay, be at the hand. After a second, we born into the seat.
Then you so.
I couldn't even I'm not I wasn't that good at all, but yes, long. Yeah, so you know.
Wow, when there was a hat you win, don't.
Yeah, I really walk.
The way Leo at the time.
UFC.
I was about to cause you know.
This sports are my yeah, but you cage fighting, but I like the art aspect of it. Because if you're born okay, go you come sport, but like okay, you get in your it's nice stand up. Afterwards, in a hacker, then you go create the other corner. But they all and the man with the UFC, hanging dot, we pass one.
Street fighting, straight.
Yeah, I don't like
street fighting.
And then I'm not even bomb like maybe a pounder. So it's too dairy for me. But I enjoy watching it in my own time.
Yeah.
Not even or watch someone I know, but it's too much.
When the limits are gonna.
I clean. Yeah.
Oh, you know food.
Yeah.
We tisha almost
Sure.
And Zolani, ezinye position ozenzayo they come with indlela ofuneka uphathe ngayo so yeah, then ke ngoku for wena if ke kwenzeke ufike ke esikolweni maybe udumbile because then I don't think kuba iscene right ubona utishale ebethiwe nje yabo ngapha nangapha.
What do you mean you don't think it's a right scene?
Amiga lo nabe abone
I don't idea as much as ba izaba nobu wrong lento le but ezinye position oba kuzo they mean bakufuneka uzikhera ngendlela ethile.
Of course.
Yeah, it's more like umzekelo president even though in like akho problem into ba makasele okanye but xa unobona upresident esela waqonda ba president esela nje into ezifambeneyo yabo so notishala man ayiyo scene right umbone edumbile kusodwa
what was happening
exactly yabo even though into normal leyo into but for abantwana like
it's like
injani
what happened
napa staff room
yeah yeah kama nibeka kute ba kuyenzeka.
Oh,
you see what I did there? Yeah, so I'd bet what to be. You can say it everywhere, but you'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Like with kids, like if you do something and you're passionate about it, they're quick to absorb and like respect that. Like first count is like I remember in training, because you remember when we spoke about injuries.
Sure.
Like, we had one of the strap sessions and then training. Like I was like we were just fighting a lot of people. Long story short, like I ended up with a blue eye, and then I go there. The mask I'm losing board, and there was this girl, the teacher's bed, to tell me flat. Abanye baqaphile. Sewutumbile. I'm George and I'm Moyo. Wathini? Yeah, next time I better busy. Okay. And then that's what I saw. Kids, like when you do something, they can be quite supportive. And also like they respect your craft. And also when others, I coach them. Even today I have a boy that's going to fight. I was like, I'm gonna ask someone to go and be at your corner because I need to be here. So I coach at the school. So I do it as an extra. So they know about it's something I do. So they
at least I understand.
And I'm not there too quick man to like understand. Probably all about all. I bet. So with the connected everything. It's that's why I said I don't like UFC. It's UFC where you wanna with the cards, with the bruises, with it. So kickboxing it's a decent sport.
We are talking about background of modeling. Because
so I hope I answered your question.
Sure.
And you know that you just mentioned now. You mentioned school kids and
yes.
kickboxing. So you said you coaching kids. So at your school that you're teaching it.
At the school.
And then how did you go about introducing kickboxing in school? Because to say about you wanna help kids with the extracurricular.
Yes.
Family book club. Obviously scholars I sign up quickly, don't
yes.
But kickboxing, ninjani, like the tension, the reaction when you told them.
So actually I'm not gonna reveal name. But there's a cool guy at school. So one man because he was like, Sophethe, I see man you're doing this thing, but we don't want you to call it because now it's gonna seem. How about you come in the self-defense? Then for the first year, I remember 2021, 2022, I had kids, and then
I can't go now.
Yes,
smart move. Because I think almost young now and I accept a self-defense class, but kickboxing I can't.
It's like no, and that's what we do. Like we do self-defense, and then if we're gonna do major things like sparring, then like we would go to a particular gym outside of the school. And obviously, like to a competition is serious. I won't send money. It's once I
we send right.
I try to make it as friendly as it could be so that kids can just get into it. And then when I see this one now, then you are connecting with the right people and then they start fighting. So but that's how we maneuver the space is self-defense.
Okay. So I see after we have a question that says have you attended any training camps, but when can I go for Twitter when you in the
training camp.
Training camps, so
that training camp, this friend of mine, future champs, Philippe Plaza. So basically it was a training camp. It was his training camp because he was gonna have a title fight. So that was the camp. It was the most extreme camp. I remember. You see, it dawns at Monobis. St. John's and yes, or the St. in general. So you have to sprint up, not about
straight line.
Exactly. And the thing is with the drones, you step, they push you back.
You
step, they push you back. You try to move fast, they push you back fast. And this guy's at the back. Corner. And then we did. And then we said, so we want to do it rounds as it then. By round 2, I was dead. Like that's where I saw because that says if you didn't have a brain you would be able to bench press like a car. Because I was like in my mind I was like I'm dead. I was like no go to But when I saw it, I made a push. Then we also went to Musenberg. We sprinted then we sprinted up the mountain, and we did the stairs. Yeah, and then what else did we do? As in is developed, but I've been, and if it's a training camp, like even my kids, they just see I go friend because he tired there was a sparring, so I've been to training camp, and maybe it's a cool thing.
I couldn't deny it.
I couldn't deny it. Yeah.
And then in terms of with kickboxing, like who would you say you looking up to, or your preferred role model?
Yeah, I see. With the kickboxing up in South Africa, I can't say I have a role model because that conversation we had, man. But there are very few kickboxers. But then if we go aboard the quite lighter craze of Bayweather, that's what they has like because exhibitions. Yeah, but the Hashimoto, I just like the way he does his combinations. Yeah.
Mayweather, I go boxing and then.
Kaloku injalo ego yomntu like he's doing kickboxing undefeated.
Yeah.
So you're now let me challenge. That way it's about McGregor.
Yeah, when they won.
After 2 seconds, by no
Yo.
Yeah. Stay on the lane. So I'll say not much, but under Muay Thai, which is similar, look up to Upokao, the White Lotus idea. He kick you. Pull like and the Pagati. They are calling
more like Utombo.
Yeah, Utombo Winyani lower.
Utombo Winyani.
Everyone was illegal there. And then Israel had decided before UFC. And that about like a flexible and in that again. Like able to open up, and then again I asked the podcast like I tell you about because the fighters they always give that but I'm strong, like I'm the best, like so in there was but like a vulnerable like even like because in I can become liquid even we are better also forgot party and that's what I'm sure about. But so yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. When it comes to strength versus speed,
yes.
If you're going by like maybe let's say quick boxing is more important. Well, not quick boxing, man, quick kickboxing. Because maybe let's say Jet Li bane speed so
yes.
And then you find uzawuliswa nomuntu esimbona ba buff
yeah.
Then ke ngoku akwazi umbetha then I'm sure zikhona cases apho ufumanise kuba low bulk buso uzawukwazi ubetha lo ungathi uyatakataka buso
omnye lo okay
so kwi cases injalo like maybe let's say which one do you prefer like ba when the show quick okanye you care more of strength?
But I think it's more about the technique and knowing where to hit. It can be big, it can be small, cool. But it's about the correct technique. Like if you're going to kick, are you gonna chamber? Are you gonna move your hips? Are you gonna use a ball of foot? Like if you have the party, boy physics must to the speed multiplied by less by so the more technique you be fast and for your luck if you don't have fast but more by impact more but then is like I bet bandi valile nje akho nto yenzekayo
azulenda noba uphule rib
uzoyophula njani because yena lo uyazibeka nje because like uyabeka yabo I must move hips kanti even ne-technique uyayazi uba step, ball of foot, i-hip, yabo
ipower no
laa mzimba wakhe udropha wonke kum ke ngoku. But yena ngoku akho nto yenzayo, laa mzimba ukhona nje but akho nto yenzekayo, uyawubeka nje amanqindi. But if une-technique ke ngoku uthi aze wonke, hayi ndavuka esibhedlela.
Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson.
No. Yabo njani wasithi alale athi yabo nje the
uyaqhubeka wonke
umzimba yo. That's why I always know these things. Yeah.
I have a funny question. Since you said you've never been
Sure.
So you've mentioned but you've never been knocked out, right? So I think for Tinasai 3 of the room, I think it will be an interesting one. And we mentioned it now. I think okay. There's my favorite comedian, Dave Sophethe. He once talked about abantu by attend a tiger show, like a circus.
Yeah.
Like a tiger show, like a Kubekwi tiger, a live tiger.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's circus.
Yeah, it's circus.
It's like comes your circus. That's a circus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So uthi abantu xa beyobukela pha, mhlawumbi i-100 rand ingena pha.
Sure.
So abantu bayacinga uba 100 rand yam ngase laa mntu udlala ngala tiger pha imtshela even though bazawahamba like ingenzekanga, right?
I get you.
So nathi should I include you in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
would love for
Yes.
when Mr. Zolani to get knocked out.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? I think that would be a nice touch.
At least
Like I used to brave it.
But I want to clear something.
Sure.
I'm not saying I didn't I've never been knocked out. Okay, it has never happened, or I'll never get knocked out. Now this is the point now. Because the hook Castro or it's because it's like la mentality yobukwala and this is because it doesn't foul situation.
You're too cautious.
I'm very cautious. So
nice.
for lack of better words, illegal. So I would always time. But okay, there is a islevu sam because we bet you up and no so I would always.
So
but I'm just mentioning a good point. Kuba ngaze knock. Abesensuka manobetho chimini then benesqoko, ne? But I've never thought of quitting. But I've seen abantu ababethwayo ne. Abalile bangaze chimini for some time. Especially this cotton camp brother, you know. But I still think I would continue.
Yeah.
But knowing me, because I remember chimini then I bet I was that crazy cars, and then I got very angry. So in they just released the demon in me. So I started charging and fighting. So if I would continue, but now I'll be more cautious. I'll be yes,
yeah. How cool man. At least kusibazela ba unokwe out okay uyobona.
Andifuna uyazi. Hayi. Ndiyakubuzela baba andifuna uyazi.
Hayi sizokhangelela opponent.
Sendiyeka nje sesivasa siqukumbela tournament ugqibela
le road to nationals.
Yeah.
Izabila for SA okay.
Yeah, it's an ongoing thing. Keep down, get kick. Get kick, keep down, get kick. Western Cape team.
So iqale nini yona?
So ngobe silwa apha we were doing preps amongst UCT this tournament we had last week.
Yeah.
And then after that, so iqale ngoku. And then after that it's gonna be Cape Town, whereby all the kickboxers from Cape Town, and then without kick, or then all the kickboxers from Western Cape, then all the boxers from South Africa, then there's gonna be national team, then after that.
In there was
what did
because it's more like Netando Kaba level 1.
When the marks get set, some to go. So to go, so low.
Then the next stage in Union,
Cape Town, in a weekend at 28.
28.
Yeah.
And then
it was the fastest your foot.
How do people watch your fights?
So in live streaming back on. Yeah, unfortunately, like I normally like advertise, and then it's at the venue. Like if there's someone bugela who's supporter, like tan bugela you idea like
Is it?
and then I think
I know quite out.
Yo, actually, as tan bugela, kulapho ndikhona eba so
Yeah,
imali ndezo I am like izokwaziwa ngubani akho mntu uzayazi, so I peer alone. But I think as we go up, like as much as izayinyukela bazothi bayi-live stream and then ingakhona somewhere. But I think up ezansi msesemgqibeni like you go and watch it there. And obviously sometimes bakhona abantu abane-channels zabo then bayi-live stream. Yeah, just a ton buzz.
Then we location of your performance like ibithini like number ye crowd in
It depends on the level. Because obviously up here you see bengagcolanga long show because it was an event that was being done by Tegwell. And then like as you go up, as you go up, then you can at the World Cup you can imagine one from different like people but like as you go up you get more audience. But I've been going probably long show.
Ticket distribution, like you have to manage like local, like I know back local events they usually post like ticket.
Yeah.
Then how much is a ticket like to watch you fight?
Okay, go bleachers, it's where you sit back come on. Bleachers.
Yeah. Hey,
yeah. Iko pha ebhek kulabo manje khona culo labagwitho like iba 80 rand and then beko ringside by 150 and then maybe VIP go if like ufuna ngibone nyani into like dilap when ufuna ngikwaza normally by 250 or something.
But I think it's affordable. I was asking you based on if like people are gonna watch and then people are gonna find you interesting. If they wanna come.
But also if it's at that time, you'll be even more affordable. Like it's 20 rand or 30 rand if it's on the mat.
No.
Yeah. So it depends on the nature of.
Which is where you hate the most.
Where it depends about where like you will be fighting. So like if it's on the mat, like if a tournament is a tatami tournament, then it's a 30 rand. Then if it's a ring sport, then you love one pocket. Yeah.
I think I'm interested. German like sitting beside you. Like the move
yeah, I just don't know why you know.
Because I understand like he kickboxing just like any other sports has some sort of a discipline.
Yes, a lot.
Yeah,
yes,
so if you're not on that side of it discipline, how does it work out? Like
so I think I'm a very quiet, well organized, and very
calm.
Calm. And a fun fact, like in primary school, like I got 5 hours for it discipline. Like this has been like I got recognized, but I So because I have a strong background in martial arts, like it helps you. Let's say outside now of the sport, like given it deadlines and you have e-marking, you must mark 1,500 papers. Like if I'm sitting, I'm marking, I'm playing music, I have my cold drink. Like that's what I'm doing. I just walk away, but airplane, so that drills that personality into you. Like if I have to
focus straight.
Exactly, I can focus. I do also with like not taking things personal because he is a better by ringing. But that's how it is. So even if you're at work, boardroom, I just it's like I'm like a dress, but that's Pumila. I've been now. Situation. So I think that's a discipline I learned, because sometimes like we learn to like using okay. It's okay. Yeah. And then you call it long, so it's like, was it there? But afterwards, I'm not fighting you. It's just there. It's the same as a ringing. But so that's how it goes.
I think the level of discipline level, because we are quasi like I'll hold the grudges. Like, even though like it's better and straight, but tournament is it's not like and especially
but then better job again. Bonuses are discipline. I was like,
Can avoid it. You can't fight outside the ring.
I can't. Actually, as in my life, never that long I've been. I was in grade 2. And I know that's little alone. I said, if it's so I just go in. It was like and then it was in grade 12. And I got like, I don't know what was happening. I just wanted to fight. It was 5 guys. I don't know. It was about something they said, man. Then it was a mess period. And then they were like, you know, but serious but afterwards I felt bad because the guy didn't fight back, man.
No.
I was like, hey. And then after that, I fight now, or whatever. This and that, class apology. But I only fought like 2 times. And I'm not proud. But I was a primary. I was a primary for me, cool, man. And then like once you get to high school, it's obviously with the siblings you will always scratch it. I don't count this one. I don't count this one. But like you know, in a fight, especially outside, I would run. I literally would run. This is a puma bagaliwa like nobody shit.
I think Nams of landing.
Bravo.
Well, going back to the road to internationals. So like busy when it comes to gym, so I'm not especially enough. But since we're to push out towards where we national, like changing the gym like gym almost on a daily basis or anything.
I'm sure we will live inside. We figure so called gym like hell. But to my blessings, like I'm done with the grade 12s because like they have grade pass already. So they are gone. Like now it's just a major revision. So it's like 2 classes down. Then like my grade levels, they are okay. Like they're not much of a load. Then I have like the grade 8, the grade 10. So I'm able to manage at least. Like at work, there's that gap, and I can also breathe, and I can also train. Like unlike when I have the grade 12s, and there's the content is a bit heavy. So training and I need to
intense.
That's what they call me mouth like. That's it. Don't let the end go because I know afterwards back to it grains and everything.
Yeah, because if I can be I don't know why you're laughing, but if I can be blunt, the guy actually wanted to take my piece of me.
I was like, what is about it? I did about to say, you keep pay up. I don't like to say, Bulala. Any guy is a college sheet from teacher.
I think I'm not gonna do anything about it. If
yes, it's
I think nothing happens for me. So, but by the way, you mentioned your school and about your grade 12, right? Yeah. So I think I might use the advice when you you're not my peer, you actually my superior. I'm still we teaching environment or we education. So like as a young person, I know by age never selling, but as a young person, what should I expect with education if I want to become a teacher?
Education, I think you need to be humble. You need to be prepared to take an L. You need to be prepared so I need to be prepared by Rasiom up until up until like you get the experience, and then now you can start like having a say. Because like for the first when I was still new, like if a person tells me to do what, so even I can say my idea. So you just do it, gain the experience. Then pass on the experience and you know how things go, how the system works. Then you can be like, so
you stand your ground.
You stand your ground. And then with the kids and teaching, you need to be passionate, because you're not gonna walk in and teach. When you walk in there, many kids are facing a lot. They experience someone being shot. There was abuse at home, or there was mother. There are a lot of things. So basically, they're not interested. So you first need to win them, and then they must first trust you, and they're gonna challenge you. They're gonna irritate you. But once you become a safe space for them, like everything flows. Because I don't have a problem with the discipline, like that. Okay, like okay, guys, can done tool, then they'll be just fine.
I think. I can't know from it yet.
No, bendizobuza. Abantu they switch career yabo. Apha eMzansi is the possibility kuwe into yoba like phofu bakhona abantu like who are professional kickboxers and ayikho maybe enye into abayenzayo, and is it an option for wena into yoba uthi no man, I can actually make a living kule?
I was exploring, and like when I go watch professional boxing matches, like I always, so you can end up being either a promoter, you can be a gym manager, you can be a coach. But I'll be honest, I mean, like I don't want to do, but what I can do, I'll stay in my profession, and then I can open a gym. And then the boys that are really like into this, they really want to, maybe then I can just employ them to be the coaches. They are the ones who when I get their licensing and then I just employ them. They run the whole thing, and then we get clients. Not like me, because I don't have the time, and I don't think it's sustainable.
So maybe it's because I come kakhulu apha eMzansi, like ibhola ne-rugby.
Maybe if I was in America, then you can make a living out of it. But here, like even if you look at this title fight against Zolani was big, because it never, even with the boxing, like baby Zolani but it's not up there. If you watch match got Joshua, like it was 96,000 people. Was it 1,000? We were just watching abantu abayi-2 besilo. But it was by 800 viewers. It's a big win. So I'd rather manage a space and then hire people to work there, and then see how we can gain. And then if it doesn't work out, it's fine. I can always use that place for something else, but not even about like the eyes of Germany.
No problem. Just to send a shout out to the students. I will tell the students ezingabi 2-3 ezingabi like eziza participate kule national.
Bona it's they're doing because the kickboxing, yeah, so what is man with the affiliations when I've been the boxing.
Okay.
So I was boxing, baninzi, and yes, I'm in a school environment, for, but I would say about consistent, like the faces I see, like I see by doing the, and then obviously I'm basketball because of transport issues, because I know far about me.
Yeah.
I'll call one who's really good, like he had, is it 8, 9 fights, 0 losses.
Hey,
yeah.
Me with
this is gold is okay, no gold. And like fight the one even when it's warm up, like he's really good. So that's a talent I want to
name. Age group, and
then 19, right? And 18, but I think I want right, I want to transfer them. That's what I'm doing now. Even if because he attended as part of the program to that particular, and many of you wins, big up to him. So yeah.
Right.
So you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to follow now. Like, yeah, but kickboxing until day, Mama got but yeah, after this, I don't know how it's gonna go, but yeah, I don't think it's out anymore. I'm just gonna focus here on coaching here, because in the coaching is time consuming.
Yeah.
Imagine after a long day teaching, and then now
teaching. Yonke leyo ngo-teacher academics phinde uteacher ngapha
yonke yiyo. So
otherwise I think that's it for my side, man.
Okay. Any last words before Silva from your side?
Any last words? Yeah, man, I'm just happy with the initiative, like Niazai. It's even like with the sport, I'm sure like most people, especially in our areas, like they are not aware, like about who's like doing this and then who's competing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is happening. It's like it's kind of sport, and if you kind of like someone like who wants to join, like you don't have to compete. Like it builds the confidence. Like when you walk, you are able to be also for the self-defense, even though I would advise to defend yourself using a gun, but your mind, you know where to be at a right time, So yeah, it's a good thing, like to give this platform so that people can also know more about this initiative.
I think lendo yoku like ukwenza i-self-defense classes SK Cause ku podcast and chill wake wayiraise esithi uba
ushaka lo ushaka
ndim lugulayo mana kubana la mjita na Eugene Cause not SK Cause ndibonele
because I think
Eugene Cause i-comedian yabo. So ebethana into yoba sisoloko sikhalaza uba hey i-crime ininzi nayo yonke into leyo and plus ne-GBV nayo yonke loo nto yabo, but ebekhola out abantu uba intono yenzayo to sort of like uziprotect yabo. Ingaba your last line of defense, ingaba ukufonela amapolice yabo, amapolice azofika after andazi how many hours yabo. So ebesithi no, at least zama nje ezo self-defense classes yabo, so that at least while amapolice engekafiki noko uzawukwazi uzilwela nawe uzama uzikhupha apho. Not too kufika abantu benza usolile then
like to touch on what you're saying, because I was taught and I also like teach it's like there are these colors. There's white, like there's yellow. I think someone can also take this information too. There's white, there's yellow, there's orange, there's red. So like when I'm at home, I always imagine the color white, like I'm here. Like what can happen? Like I'm here. I know the gate is locked. I'm here. But now, when I open the gate, like I'm on yellow, I know Kaslam, I know where to stay.
Sure.
I know what's supposed to be where. I'm going to I just
wallet in the straight.
Yeah, just a quick glance. You're not doing a let, just okay. If there's nothing, then you stay on yellow. But if you see now, there's a car there. And then now you're on orange. Now your mind should stay on why is that car there? Then if you see a movement, now you switch to red. You see, you position yourself for that situation. You won't be caught by element of surprise.
Yeah.
Even like with the GBV, people that are in relationships, I mean, you don't just be like, okay, white, and then someone does something small, small, yellow, orange. Before even things like get to like drastic things happening, if you have your building that, then you have to just go. So like it's just those colors. So you won't even have to like defend yourself.
Yeah.
And in worst case scenario, you run. You don't even have to fight. So it's about positioning yourself.
And it's not like sense excuses for abantu abangekho like abangakwazi uzilwela so and siyabaforce bangathini, but in reality ikanje yoba like if awuyenzi then the unfortunate cases ziyathanda ukwenzeka.
And you must know how to protect yourself.
Exactly. But I think that's it. Sophethe, over to you.
Yeah, from my side, I think namhlanje I've learned a lot and gained a lot about I almost said GBV, but I've learned a lot about GBV. I've learned a lot about what you do as a person and also what you do outside. Like, that is powerful. Whereas you said, I speak highly of how we have musicians, actors, football coaches,
authors,
and authors. So I've always asked them a question about would they like give back whatever they have to the community, which is first thing that you mentioned about Coach Abandon, which is a powerful thing because like I'm a school are more messed up than before,
definitely.
So it's nice to see someone who's out there for the kids. So and thank you for it was a nice conversation.
Sure.
So
Sure.